After a string of very successful books set in the STEM universe, Ali has built up quite a large following who can't wait to see what she comes out with. We all surprised when her latest book was going to be a paranormal romance between a vampire and werewolf. So we're going to talk about if this was a welcome departure from her usual rom-coms, a look at both the positive reviews but also criticism involving the book, and we'll tier rank all of Ali Hazelwood's books, and let's see if you agree with us. What did you think of Bride, and did you welcome this new genre for Ali?
Yeah, I was definitely very intrigued when she announced she was going to be stepping into the paranormal romance genre, especially because I've been such a big fan of her contemporary romances. And I feel like for me going into this book, I didn't really have that many expectations. I really went into this for the vibes.
The vibes.
To have a good time. I think the world building was amazing. No, I was here for the romance. And I really liked the main character, Misery. I really liked her personality. I thought she was really funny. Her love interest low. Kind of felt like lukewarm. Definitely not a new book boyfriend for me. I didn't feel like I was bored at any point, so I liked the pacing, and I feel like it kept me entertained all the way through. I came for the vibes. I got the vibes that I wanted.
You gave it a 4 out of 5 on your Goodreads.
Yes.
I gave it a 3.5. Personally, for me, I actually did get bored. I'm obsessed with all of her 4 books here. This one definitely would be on the bottom for me, and I thought the romance was kind of boring. It wasn't as I thought fun. I agree with you. I did like Misery. I think she was the best thing about the book. She's got such great personality. That's something that Ali writes so well, is her joke. I laugh all the time. She's so good at that. The mystery surrounding Serena's disappearance didn't really feel fleshed out and on the edge captivating as what I think it could have been. Problem that happened for me, you know how you said you were there for the romance?
Yeah.
As a paranormal book, I think I prefer romance being more of a subplot. I think there's such cool stuff you could do with the paranormal world. So this was kind of a book that maybe was trying to do what romantasy is doing for fantasy. So this is a
paranormalist.
The paranormal. I don't think it was terrible. We'll get to the 1-star review in a moment. It's probably a good first foray for her into paranormal. If she decides to do another one, I only think she'd improve from here. So I've gone ahead and picked out some reviews and I thought we would read them. First, a 5-star review here by Lacey. She says, "This was everything that I wanted in a paranormal romance." Just to sum up her review, she said, "It's such a fun read and I loved learning about the paranormal world. The romance is classic Ali Hazelwood, just with a paranormal twist. It's a little slow burn, but there's still some good steam. It is focused just more in the second half of the book. I loved Low and Misery and I loved Misery's sense of humor. The girl is freaking hilarious. I'm dying for Ali to write more paranormals now. Like the ending of this book, you can't tell me that's not a lead up to more of this world. Either way, it truly feels like Ali Hazelwood was meant to write paranormal and I'm praying for her next one." So this is a pretty glowing review. Do you think there is going to be a sequel?
Definitely left it open for there to be a sequel. Ali Hazelwood has been publishing books left, right and center, so I definitely could see something being announced sometime soon of a sequel. She's definitely left it open.
Let's get to the 3-star review. This is a 3.5 stars by Courtney here. I like how she's broken up into the good and the not so good. She thought the world was fleshed out well, and Ali's take on vampires. She does like the vampires and werewolves, humans, and their relationships was fresh but reminiscent of what we know these species to be. Ali knows how to write some humorous dialogue. The build up to the smut was hotter than the actual smut scenes. Definitely got a little info dumpy at times. Low to me was not giving alpha energy at all. Sure, I loved his softer side, but give me more wolfy He-Man vibes. But overall, this was not half bad for Ali's first adventure into the romantasy world. I'm gonna need a sequel ASAP. I think that is a very well-balanced review. Gave this a 3.5 and I gave this a 3.5. She still wants a sequel. And I actually agree with that because I would be interested in expanding upon this world because I think this world is interesting. All right, let's read this 1-star review. So this is her whole review. She had a lot to say. So she said, "Absolutely bland, boring, and very unflavored MMC. Terrible job of world building. This author needs to stick to contemporaries. Formulaic, boring, cliche, and immature writing. For me, the unoriginality, lack of world building, lack of physical characters, writing dialogue are what made this another disappointing read. If you enjoyed this though, good for you. So I think I like how she does express that if you loved this, Ali Hazelwood is just not for me. So I appreciate that and I respect when somebody does say that in a 1 star.
Yeah.
You said it was cliche. The meaning of it when people say something, oh, that's so cliche, there's a negative connotation to it. I don't mind a cliche read because they're going to put things that I enjoy to read over and over and over again. It's like when I watch a romantic comedy, you know what's going to happen. You know they're going to get together in the end, but it's the journey of how they get there.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, things are cliche for a reason. It's because people love them. And when I'm in a reading slump, all I want is the most like cliche romance.
All right, I thought let's tier rank our Ali Hazelwood books. Let's start with Bride. I personally would put Bride in not so bad.
I think I'd also put it in not so bad.
Check and Mate. You go first. Where would you put Check and Mate?
I'm going to put Check and Mate in caffeine-fueled all-nighters.
Oh my God, I would do that too.
Twins.
Most of it was so good, and I literally got obsessed with chess for 3 weeks straight. I downloaded chess from the internet app, deciding to learn about openings, and because of this book. I just think the ending went too quick for me.
I agree.
All right, the next one I'm gonna do is the OG, The Love Hypothesis. This catapulted Ali Hazelwood into the mainstream. Where would you put this?
I'd put this Love Partner Goals.
Ooh, Love Partner Goals. I love how she doesn't hide the fact that this is Adam Driver.
Yeah.
It actually looks like him. If you like zoom it up, it is him.
It's literally him.
I think I'm gonna put in Love Partner Goals because this actually got me out of a reading slump, and I appreciate when something does that. Love Theoretically.
So if I wanted to be in Love Partner Goals or caffeine-fueled all-nighters.
Okay, can I do mine then if you're like still thinking?
Okay.
Love Theoretically for me, Caffeine All-Nighters. Love on the Brain, Love Partner Goals for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still a bit on the fence of Love Theoretically because for me, I feel like I liked it more than Check and Mate, but not quite as much as Love Hypothesis.
Maybe you do something in the middle here.
Yeah, it's like in the middle there. And then this is going to be where it gets a bit controversial.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Love on the Brain in Failed Experiment.
What?
Because this is why. It was too similar to the Love Hypothesis, and but just like not as good. I just would have preferred to be reading the Love Hypothesis. Characters are like exactly the same. I feel like the story was kind of
But the trope was different.
I still feel like it was still so similar. It was with Love Theoretically. She did a really good job of getting that women in STEM fresh and new and like a whole different story. Love on the Brain is just too similar to Love Hypothesis. I feel like I was reading the same book, but just not as good.
I know what you mean, but this goes back to the thing about cliche and liking something because it's the sister of the other.
But I feel like it just was too similar. It's like Love Theoretically, she got the balance perfect, which is why it's in between Love Partner Goals and Caffeine All-Nighters. But Love on the Brain, it just didn't quite get that.
I will say with Love Theoretically, I loved the character development of the main girl, how she was always trying to be something to the other person in what they want, and he was kind of pushing her to be just her true self. I did love that. I way more loved Love on the Brain, and maybe that's because it was like the Love Hypothesis. It doesn't take much to entertain and make me like something, so I'm still keeping it up at Love Partner Goals. We will come back to this when Ali Hazelwood releases her next book, and we will see where it fits in. Essentially, we kind of have the same taste in Ali Hazelwood books. Let us know your thoughts about Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and do you agree with our tier ranking of Ali Hazelwood's books? Let us know in the comments below, and let us know if you're super excited for her next one, because we sure are. My name is Michelle.
I'm Samantha.
And this is Book Clubbers, keeping you updated on the latest books, book news, adaptations, topics, and drama.